The title of this message is Second Chances. There's not always a second chance. But you know, I was thinking that, okay, Friday night, I'm going to get to say this message and it's going to be over with. I ain't got to worry about it no more. Well, I've been praying ever since Friday night that God give me another message, and this has always been on my mind. Amen. He put somebody in here tonight that's been running from Him for so long, and he's tired of it. I strongly believe that. I strongly believe that there was somebody here Friday night that was in the same shape, and whether they came or not, I don't know. That was up to them. When you come through those doors this morning, and when you come through that vestibule, you put yourself in the best opportunity that you could ever give yourself to better your life. Right. This is the best place that you could ever be to better your life. And I'm a little nervous, so my mouth's going to be dry a lot, so y'all have to bear with me. But so there's somebody here tonight, or today. I'm going to keep saying tonight because I'm still focused. I'm scatterbrained, but there's somebody here this morning, today, that's been running from God, and he's had it. And I heard the best saying that I think I've ever heard. That when God's had it, you don't want it. And I'm here to tell you, as a living person that's went through that, it's the truth. And I'm sure there's several more of you here that's done the same thing. Maybe you didn't end up paralyzed. Maybe you didn't end up in the hospital. Maybe it didn't really end that bad, but it was something that was close, that hit you close to home. And I'm going to have to use my phone because I am terrible at writing. Because I'm left-handed, I think. That's the reason. But I can't even read my own writing, so I type it on the iPhone and just keep with me. But if you are that person that's been running, if you're that person that has pushed God to the side and pushed Him to the side, or maybe you're that person that says that you're following God, you're at church every Sunday, every Wednesday, you're at all the events, every time the doors open you're there, but maybe you're just putting on a show for people. When you go home, you're a different person. You're watching the wrong things. You're listening to the wrong things. Saying the wrong things. Drinking the wrong things. Intaking the wrong things. Maybe you're that person. Whichever one it may be, I pray that today, right now, in this next 20 minutes, because this is kind of short, that you make a decision to change that. And when you bring it up here, you bring these burdens up here, these chains up here, and you pray for them at this altar, that they stay here. Amen. And when this is over, I'm probably going to say that again, because it's very important. But today's the day to stop running, because you don't always have a second chance. You know, I played sports ever since I can remember, whether it be baseball, basketball, football, kick the can, racing, whatever. I was always slow at racing. I didn't ever win much, but I tried my best. Whatever it may be, I tried my best to do it. I was always sports oriented. Didn't care nothing about school. I just wanted to play sports. And all my life, from the time I started playing when I was 5 or 6, T-ball. So when I was 5 or 6 till I was 18 and graduated high school, there was always those people that when you lost that big game, or when you lost that one game, or the season was over at that point in time, and it was going to come back around next year, that always said, you'll get them next time. You'll get them next year. You'll get it tomorrow. It's okay. It's okay. You'll get it. Well, it's not the case here. You don't always get the second chance, because think about this. When I was a senior in 2008 or 2007 to begin with, we thought we was something playing football. We thought we was already rode in. We was going to go to the fourth round, play Cordova over again. Because they'd already beat us once. We was ready to play them again. We got to the second round, got beat. Ain't played since. No football for Bradley. I didn't get a second chance at that. Basketball, I quit basketball when I was in ninth grade. I wasn't no good at it. But they went and played the Final Four. They went to Birmingham. They was playing the same team that beat us in football. They was playing them. We're thinking, yeah, we're going to whoop them now. Yeah, well, they beat us. Most of those guys ain't never played basketball in a level like that. Maybe some church league or something. Since. Because it's not the same. You see, it's not the same going out and playing church league as it is playing with your friends and your teammates in high school. Baseball, same way. We go to the fourth round. And we're going to play Hoach Bluff. There's a pitcher there, left-handed pitcher, supposed to be going pro right out of high school. Oh, we're going to smoke him. Once we get by him, we beat him 2 games, we're going to the championship. We got beaten 2 games, came home. I ain't played baseball since. I have not stood in the batter's box with a bat and had somebody pitch to me on a, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Anyways, on that level, since. I played softball, but it's not the same. I didn't get a second chance. That was my last chance. From 2010, Christmas 2010 till December 2011, matter of fact, December 23rd, I got a lot of chances. A whole bunch of them. People that were in my life then can tell you I was a reckless person. Just an accident waiting to happen every day when I got up. Something was going to happen to me regardless of what it was, small, big, it didn't matter, something's going to happen. Luckily, I got the second chance. But you know, that's besides the point. When I was in 3rd grade, just going to break it on down just a little bit. This is just locally, too. When I was in 3rd grade, there was a boy that was in my grade that was my age. Most of you probably know him. His name was Tanner Smith. He died of a brain tumor, sitting in his grandmother's recliner. 3rd grade, I think he was 9 years old. You know? If you ask me, he didn't even get the first chance. But it wasn't his choice. It's just what happened. Not long ago, a 17-year-old from the same little community here. You know, I'm talking Marion, Fayette County, kind of combined. Hackleburg, you know, all of us, kind of combined. 17-year-old died. Same weekend, 21-year-old died. Same weekend, 24-year-old was killed by a horse in Hackleburg. Friday night was a week ago that a 23-year-old had a heart attack, wound up in the hospital, and had a stent put in. Alan Chandler, most of you probably know him. He was 38, right? Heart problems, right? I mean, when he woke up that morning, he didn't know that he wasn't going to get the second chance. But you know, I'm pretty sure that somebody in this room is thinking, oh, that ain't going to happen to me. You know, because I mean, and the reason I know that is because I thought the same thing. The whole day, December 23rd, I thought the same exact thing when all my buddies were telling me to go home, go to sleep. And I was telling them no. It ain't gonna happen, it's okay, it ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I'm Superman, I guess. It's okay. You know, I thought the same thing. So if you don't think it's gonna happen to you, come talk to me after church and see what position I'm sitting in, and then go home and think about it for a little while. I think that may get your attention. If you make it. Because you trip and fall out this door and break your neck at a certain place, you ain't gonna make it. You pull out here and a semi hits you just because you're in a blind spot and you don't see, you may not make it. These girls or boys or whoever that was in this car that you just watched didn't know when they was driving down that road right there that they weren't gonna make it home. I don't know if they did or not, but I just suppose that somebody probably wound up fatally dying. If that makes sense. In that car wreck.
Look at me leaving Sunday and passed out behind the steering wheel 2 weeks ago.
It's the grace of God. Grace of God, you're back here.
That's right.
But, you know, I'm not here trying to scare anybody. Because like I said, for 2 months, I didn't want to preach this message. Because I know I didn't want to hear it. Because I was hearing it in my sleep. I was hearing it on the radio. I was hearing it when I was resting. It was just all the time talking about opportunities. Everywhere I turned, I was hearing the word opportunity. Chance, opportunity, chance. Second chances, opportunity. Every day I was hearing it. So I knew, okay, like I said, I'm going to come up here Friday night, I'm going to get this off my chest. It's going to be all right. I'm probably going to make a few folks mad, but I'm going to be happy because it's going to be gone. But then, don't you know, when I leave Friday night, it's all I can hear again. Me and Ethan went fishing yesterday. It's all I could think of. And now I'm back here saying it again. Because somebody needs it. Somebody needs to know what it truly means to turn and repent and start following God. Because if you don't know which way you're going. You know, a few of the people that I've talked about, the young men, they were all men that were in our community. Some of them did get a second chance. Some of them didn't. Most of them didn't. But they didn't know they wasn't. When they woke up that morning that it happened, they didn't know that was going to happen. They didn't know these things were going to happen to them. When I got off work, which I'd been up, I don't even remember the last time I slept when I went into work. But when I got off work, I had no clue that a little over 12 hours later, that I was going to be going to Birmingham, or I was going to be trapped in a truck. I had no clue that my back was going to be broken. I believe wholeheartedly I would not have got a second chance had I not been saved. I just know that I was doing things wrong now. I know now that I was doing things wrong then, that I was chasing after the wrong things, I was putting the wrong things first, and God had it. You know, and somebody's probably thinking, well, you're saying God put you in that wheelchair. No, I'm not saying God put me here. I'm saying God allowed it to happen because He knew this is what I needed. Because in the past 2 years, and it's no glory to me, it's all glory to God, but I'm pretty sure that the people that know me the best can say that there's been a change in my life. Right. Because 2 years ago, in July, when I did get saved, I would have never got up here and talked to you. I would have probably stayed at home. Just because. No, you want me to get up there and talk, I ain't going to do it. Because I'm stubborn-headed. You know? If Tom would have called me and said, man, I need you to preach it, you got the wrong guy, and I hung up on him. You know, I promise. Don't you put that on me. I don't know. I sat in the front. That's about as good as you're going to get then. But God's made a change in my life.
Amen.
I got the second chance.
Amen.
And I've done my best to take it. You know, when I was in the hospital, I don't remember if I was in my step-down unit. I'm pretty sure I was. They had already took my happy button away from me. And I was starting to come back down to earth and realizing what was going on. And this had been a couple of days, and I was seeing people coming in and out, and I apologize to every one of you, because most of you, when you come in, I'd close my eyes and act like I was asleep until you left. Because I didn't want to talk to you. Care nothing about talking to you. I hated seeing you. But Brett, if I'm not mistaken, Brett and Tom come in, and Brett come up this side of my bed. It was the first time somebody had actually looked at me and interacted with me besides my mom. Somebody had actually looked at me like Bradley and said, "Hey man, what you doing?" And I couldn't do nothing but sit there and cry. And I asked him, which he didn't know. I mean, he's not God. I asked him, what am I going to do? And I've worked since I was 12, 13 years old. What am I going to do? And he told me the truth, what I need to hear. Man, you're going to get out of this bed. You're going to get in another one. You're going to go to Spain. You're going to go through rehab. You're going to come home. You're going to live life. You're going to do what God tells you to do. And that was the best advice that I could ever give. Somebody being straight with me. When you come in this door this morning, like I said, you've set yourself up for this perfect opportunity. You've never had a business opportunity like this. You may go tomorrow and sign some major deal with somebody where you get millions of dollars for the rest of your life. But I promise you, it's not going to be nothing like if you come up here and lay all your burdens down at this altar. It's not going to be nothing like the day you got truly saved and repented of your sins. Chris, go to 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. You know, I showed y'all a video of a car wreck that happened just like that. And that's it. That's how it happens. That's real stuff right there. If you've ever been in one, you know it. You know it. And whether it's just a little fender bender, whether you run off the side of the road and get stuck in a ditch, or whether something like that happens and you flip a time or two, that right there is how it happens. It's in the blink of an eye. Chris got in that SB up there, the New American Standard up there, but I like the New King James version of this. I like what it says. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. You know, which the New American Standard says the same thing. It just doesn't say it like it comes from a thief in the night. I don't know if y'all ever been stole from. I told them this Friday night, but I don't know if y'all ever been stole from. But it's not fun. It's almost like you misplaced something that's never coming back. There's no finding it. There's no worse feeling to me than being stolen from. That and being lied to, because it's two in the same. But when you get it, when somebody steals from you, you're missing that. It's gone. You don't get a second chance to have it unless you go and buy something else, or if it's money, and you ain't gonna get it back. It's just money you've lost. It's gone. Most thieves come when you're not around. They come and they do things that you never see. A good one you'll never know about. And stay with me spiritually here, but I believe God is probably the best thief that we have ever seen. When He comes back, it's going to be, we won't even be able to blink an eye fast enough. We don't even know the hour, nor the day, nor the second. Chris, go ahead and go to Matthew 24 and 36. But you know, Matthew 25 and 13 says that we don't know the day nor the hour. Peter, 2 Peter 3 and 10 says that He'll come as a thief in the night. Matthew 24 and 36, but of that day and hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but the Father alone. Now I'm going to tell you, if the angels don't even know, me and you sure ain't going to know. So how do we walk about daily life, walking in and out of doors, getting in vehicles, doing all these things that are actually pretty dangerous if you just sit down and think about, and we don't even know when it's going to end? And that's not just talking about God's coming back. That's talking about you dying too. And like I said, I know this ain't popular. Y'all got to look past me and see God speaking through me, because I'm telling you, this has been on my heart for a while. Every morning when you wake up, not knowing the day, the hour, the minute, the second, not knowing when it's going to end, every day when you wake up and you're not truly saved, you're playing Russian roulette with your life. That's right. And an eternity in hell. You might as well take everything you own and go to Las Vegas and spend it all on one turn of the wheel. Or one throw of the dice, one card. You might as well play high card and bet everything that you own, your kids and all. Because that's what you're doing when you wake up and you're not saved. You're not truly saved. You can't say with conviction and truth in your voice that you're saved. You know, I'll never be able to explain to you how much it means to me to know that God gave me a second chance to preach His Word, to spread His Word, to open my mouth, which was the last message I spoke. Open my mouth and say the things that He's having me to say. Because you don't get a second chance to say it all the time. So when God puts that person on your heart, and you don't call them and say, "Hey man, I just want to check on you, see how you was." What if you don't get the second chance? Right. What if God has me text Brett, or text Ethan, or Wade, or any of y'all, or call you, just say, "Hey man, just think about you. I want you to know I'm praying for you." What if they died 3 or 4 seconds later in a car? And they was mad and they was upset. And maybe let's hope not, but just maybe they was actually mad at God because they didn't understand the things that were happening. You go out on bad terms, I don't know how that works. But I wouldn't want to. You don't always get warnings. Okay? Some people get cancer and they die slowly. And they have a little bit longer to live. I know a guy from NACO that was having stomach problems and went and he had pancreas cancer, and 2 weeks later he was dead. They looked at him and said, "Man, you know, we don't know what to do." 2 weeks later, they was having his funeral. You know, I had a car wreck. Wade had a train. I'm sure somebody else in here has had something traumatic that has happened that's turned you from the path that you was going on back to God's path.
Right.
But are you still on it? Are you still following that right path? Are you still doing the right things? Are you still saying the right things? Asking for forgiveness every night. Praying. Seeking God. Are you still doing that? Because you may not get the second chance. Chris, you got a song there. If y'all, I want y'all to, I had everybody do this Friday night. I want everybody to bow your head and close your eyes for just 1 second before he plays this song. And I want you to just stop and think about all the things that are going on. All the things that are happening in your life. All the bad, all the good, it don't matter. Whatever comes to your mind. Do you deserve a second chance? Because if you can't sit there and truly tell yourself that you deserve one, why should God give you one? And every day you open your eyes is a second chance that you didn't have to have. And as he plays, this is the invitation, guys. And please, I know there's somebody here that needed this morning. Please don't fight God no more. Because like I said, when he's had it, you don't want it.
Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from